It's the 1st of April 2022. It is only 7:05 in the evening, and I have put my jammies on and I'm in bed, mostly. To be honest, today is one of those days where I just really can't be fucked picking this camera up. I'm just like, no, don't do it. And then in my head, I'm like, you'll regret it. And then I'm like, it's so much effort. And then it's like, just get out of your fucking head and pick up the phone, woman. I have literally spent the entire day in my head. I have achieved absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Not even having a shower. Let me tell you, when you live alone and you have the bullshit that I deal with, and I personally think I'm doing a really fucking good job, it's really easy to not shower for a number of days. And I feel like I should be embarrassed about that. I think I'm also at the point where I'm so past being embarrassed. I'm one of how many fucking million people like me. I know for a fact that I'm not the only one in the world right now who probably hasn't had a shower in 3 days. And I honestly do think I'm here to just try and talk for those who find it there are so many things that I can't talk about, or couldn't talk about, because my ego is so humiliated. Being humiliated, being embarrassed, especially if someone does it to me, is one of my biggest fears. People seem to think, I know I've talked about it before, I want to be a public speaker. Every single which way I think about that involves a team of people and a lot of work going into it before I'd even get on the damn stage. And people obviously don't always know this, and they put me on the spot. The amount of times I'm put on the spot, I put myself on the spot like this because I'm just stream of consciousness, because I never ever know what's going to come out of my mouth when I pick up my camera. Because even though I have the stories in my head on repeat over and over and over and over again, and they're all different, and there's so fucking many of them, I don't know what I'm going to say when I pick up my camera. And I'm willing to bet that any one of you out there, should you choose to try the advice I'm giving, which is to do what I do, and just keep it to yourself if you want to, you will notice that you probably can try to preempt in your head what you might want to talk about, but guaranteed it'll come out different. Yeah. But yeah, back to today. It's one of those days where it's like, I don't even know how to explain days like today. I can say that the thing in my head right before I picked up this camera was that I couldn't be fucked doing this. Because I feel like I haven't achieved anything. And then I contradicted myself and was like, well, technically picking up this camera, which I will obviously post, is achieving something. And considering I did nothing whatsoever today, and that involved, see, there's a lot of things happening today. Even on a day where nothing happens, a lot can happen. So I'm constantly always trying to tell myself I should be up in the morning, showered, dressed, ready for whatever the day brings me, yeah? But that is not usually how it actually goes, yeah? Believe me, I've been asking myself why for a very long time, because it's like every single part of me wants to be the version of me that I see in my head. I'm just clearly not there yet. But hopefully yet is the word we can focus on in that sentence. But yeah, fucking hell, today I was doing what I always do, which was I got up. I fully enjoyed my cuddles with Boss this morning. He was right next to me. It's been ages since I just feel like I've just focused on giving him just a real good cuddle. And then I got up and I made coffee. And in my head I was like, okay, so I didn't have a bath yesterday. I'm going to have a bath today. Yeah, cool. I've got that in my head. I'm drinking my coffee. And then I'm thinking, I really want to tan. Because I haven't keep not writing about it, but I got that all clear, so I'm tanning, and I've taken pictures a few times, and I'm pretty sure I haven't posted them yet. But yeah, so in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to tan, then I'm going to have a bath. So I'm going to clean the solarium, which I did, then clean the bath, which I didn't. Then I went back to drinking coffee and reading and scrolling. And when I see stuff on Reddit that's something interesting or something that I think I should know and I don't, for example, I will get out of Reddit and go to Google and then read more. And that's what I was doing today. So again, I cleaned the solarium, came to lie in my bed, which was obviously the wrong thing to do because I was still in my pajamas and my dressing gown. And then I see someone walking up my fucking driveway. And I'm just like, oh. And I thought I saw like yellow viz, yeah? And I thought it was a delivery man, but it wasn't a delivery man. It was the man coming to put the power thing on the power box that they'd called me about last week, this free thing that the government gives you. And I was fine with it. I was like, yeah, that sounds really handy. Like, I don't personally understand why in those circumstances you would actually say no. Like, the device is super simple. He plugged it all in and showed me how to do it, plus told me I'm being ripped off on my power. So that's a phone call I thought I would have made as soon as that happened, but I didn't because all I could think about was this gorgeous, tall, fucking English man standing there, and I'm in my fucking pajamas going, what the fuck, to myself in my head. But it didn't help anything because once he left, it's just the same as when I had the phone call with my doctor that time. I was like, okay, I'm going to tan, I'm going to shower. I'd already decided I couldn't be fucked with the bath at this point. Well, I don't know, I went off and on. The majority or the moral of this story is that I, for someone didn't want to talk, now talk for nearly 7 minutes, came back to bed, stayed in my pajamas for a while, still couldn't get myself to do anything except scroll. It was like I was physically stuck, and I don't know how to fucking even make that make sense for me. So I cannot make that make sense for any of you. But I have realized that it's going to be super simple to come up with content for my new website because all I got to do is choose something from my life that I don't understand, like why this ADHD fucking diagnosis is fucking with my head, and I believe causing shit like today to happen. So once I can get out of my ADHD that's making me stuck, and to every single person out there with ADHD, oh my God, I feel you. And I am so sorry to anyone that I've ever offended. Like, fuck, some of us, like, who are the most open-minded people ever, judgmental. I was a judgmental dick. Yeah, I can see that. I can admit to that. I had someone say to me recently, like soon after I was diagnosed, and they were like, oh, everybody's got a bit of ADHD and it doesn't mean anything. And I was just like, I think it like really does. Like my brain is actually broken, and I still actually don't understand any of it. So I have a funny feeling that might be the very first thing I try to figure out for my new website. But that's only going to happen if I can get past days like today. But I guess my number one thing that I feel like I did achieve today was, besides making this video, which I really, really could be fucked doing, but I just think that was because I so didn't want to have to admit to myself out loud that I've done nothing. But again, now that I'm saying it, it's like, yeah, I did nothing. But you know what I did too? I didn't beat myself up for fucking day. So this isn't the first time I've had a day like this. I'm 36. I've got diagnosed so many fucking mental illnesses. Of course it's not. But I used to be real bad to myself. Now, I know I've made videos on my daily videos that are real fucking in your face and horrific. And some of them are hard to watch. And I appreciate that. But again, it's real life. So the fact that I did do fucking nothing but hug my dog and like, I watched The Last Killing Eve, and I still have the fucking Libra on my TV. I've finished the last one, and I think I'm like maybe halfway through this one, maybe more. I don't know. I'm more awake now that I've picked up this camera because I honestly thought I was just going to say, I don't want to make a video, this is my video, and then hang up the video. That's how I thought that might go, but at nearly 2 minutes. Yeah. But I'm actually really proud of myself. I've decided in this last 10 minutes that I obviously needed today. I've been saying since Monday that I was taking a mental health day, and I haven't actually. I've been tense and anxious and not like myself, and just feeling pretty shitty all around, truthfully. I think we're aware. But even in saying that, at least the shittiness, I think, is just a normal level human reaction shittiness. Like my doctors and my therapists are trying to teach me that, like, when the more I get myself under control, the more it's okay to feel feelings, because they're not like, oh, they're not BPD extreme, right? And another thing I'll be making videos on, I'll just have to like copy some across to here for you guys. Oh, I could do, actually I could just post them on both. I'm gonna have to figure that one out, because I really don't want the like crossover between my personal and my work one, which obviously I won't be talking about this one on that one at all. But yeah, there's yoga on Sunday for work, so I'm excited about that, so that's good. I am tired. My tummy hurts. I've got cramp, and I hate this feeling. But I'm not even looking at the camera, so I think I'm going to end it on that note. Good night, people. I'm proud of me for making my video. These are daily videos. I keep them for a reason. You rock, Liv. Mwah.